Are you ready? Are you ready to go? Where's your bell? Is your bell back there? Because you definitely need to put your bell on. It must be back there. We're only about an hour later, hour and a half later than we wanted to go. So I'm totally stressed. I got to get down to Bozeman today. But I definitely need to get some miles in too, especially after yesterday. I was going to do the Ridge Trail, but we decided I'm going to do the Scratch Gravels, the Ridge, like hell in a trailhead. Typically you get there about, I got there like right around 7. And then the early morning crowd leaves, and then the late morning crowd, which doesn't usually show up until about 9, shows up. So if you fit that window, you're good. We rolled in there and there was 12 cars there already, which is not super full, but for a morning crowd, early morning crowd is full. And I was waiting for them to leave. A few of them left, and then before we could even do anything, it was just car after car after car after car showing up. That place got so busy, and it's a freaking Thursday morning. What is going on a Thursday morning? So then we drove out here because there is 0 people usually out here. And we come into the trailhead parking lot, and there's 1 car. So I'm like, oh, this ain't gonna be bad at all. We'll have the place to ourselves. I've been sitting here for 3 minutes, just long enough. Well, probably more, 5 minutes now, before I went live. And after we rolled in here, I just watched 6 cars go rolling up to the upper parking lot. And it's God, why is there so many people out this morning? It doesn't make any sense. But whatever, we gotta just do something. Oh, my legs are all stiff now because we've been sitting in the freaking vehicle for so long. Just trying to find somewhere to go. Oh, okay, you gotta wait because I gotta get you dressed. Hold on. Look at this. Oops. I'm not gonna put your harness on, I don't think. We'll chance it. We will chance it. It's pretty chilly out too. What the heck is going on with my hat? There we go, that feels better. I think I was trying to go on over the top of my sunglasses. Okay, do this. Nari, don't go over there. Nari, get over here. Hey, Nari. Nari, get over here. So I would. I'm not eating anything. Yeah, I just saw you try to eat the horse poop. You've had a whole bowl full of food here since last night and you haven't eaten anything. Turd. Worst part is I don't know what I have going on, but man, my gut. I haven't had TMI, but I haven't had a good poop for 5 days. To include this morning, I have not pooped. and yesterday's was not very good. Of course somebody's gonna... Oh, somebody else going up to the freaking top parking lot. Like, what the fuck, people? Do I have everything I need? Why are you... Come on. It is like struggling trying to change. I think I got everything I need. Somebody else going up to the top parking spot. It's like... Which is fine. They shouldn't be coming this direction. They might be. Who knows? Hold on. My phone just did something. I don't know what it's doing. Like they shouldn't be hitting the canyon over here where we're going to be at. But they'll be taking that other canyon next to the homeless people. And we will see them at the top. And it's like, nobody ever comes over here. I think in the last, like, I've seen some people going up to the top parking lot over here every now and then, but definitely not like a lot of people. Gotta change camera views here. Definitely not a lot of people. Most people, because it's not even like a real parking lot. It's just like a road where you can kind of, it's really super eroded and bumpy that you can kind of park on the edge of for a trailhead up there. This is a nice parking lot. Look, somebody else is showing up too. Gosh dang, what the hell? I am so confused. Like, there's so many freaking people. I have never seen this many people out at this trailhead before. Never, ever. What is up with today? Like, is nobody working or what is going on? Everybody coming out here because freaking Mount Helen is so freaking busy? So confused. To be in context, we come out here a lot, and from, you know, the top of like the peak over here, you can actually see all the trailheads except for the one over here. I've seen more people go by to park up at this upper parking area for out here than today, this morning, than I have ever seen total out here at all the parking areas. And this is the least used trailhead parking up there. Like, doesn't make any sense to me. Oh well. I'm just gonna try and enjoy the day. I gotta do something because I'm gonna be totally stressed out if I don't do anything. I'm like just completely freaking out for this race, to the point where I'm almost having to, I am so thankful that a couple people volunteered to help me for the race, but that is stressing me out now too, because I can tell with my conversations with them that they really want to do a good job and help me out. I'm very much a just wing it personality. And so, like, I gave them my spreadsheet, and it's almost like they're like, okay, this is, you know, this is, I don't want to say like rigid. It's a rigid plan. You're going to do this and this and this, and you want this. And then I'm like, no, it's just, I like to be prepared, but whatever happens, happens. And it's like, so I almost want to be like, you know what? I'm just going to self-sustain. Don't worry about it. God dang, there is so many people parked up there. Because now you can see the parking lot is over here. It's not even a parking lot, like I said. It's just a freaking, it's a loop road. It is, you're just so eroded that you just park on the side. I don't know, maybe it's some people getting ready to do some trail work or something. Who knows? But like I said, I'm super thankful that they're offering to help. And I will definitely take the help. It's just an added stress layer now. But it's like, you know, they're asking me questions and it's like, oh, you're gonna get here at 3:30 in the morning? And I'm like, well, it's not necessarily that. It's just, like I tried to explain that these are my times. The times I have in there is if I'm just having, like, those are the times for me to be able to run and not completely kill myself. You know, just having a day. If I'm struggling, then it's going to be a lot longer than that. Like, I might not get there till noon the next day. But if I'm feeling good, I could get there as early as like 9 o'clock at night. It just depends. You know, they're like, you know, it's gonna take you 5 hours to go 17 miles. Well, there's like 6,000 feet of vert in that 17 miles. So yeah, very well could be. Like, if I'm just climbing, you know, like I am right now, you know, 20-minute mile pace, that's 3 miles an hour. 5 hours, I'm only going 15 miles. Found a lower part of a deer leg, which I'm pretty sure is the same deer leg that she found the last time we were here, which, by the way, was a month ago. And that tells you that every other dog has just left it be. Not her, though. For her, it's a treasure. It's like a reward. And I could not find, I need to find some bigger storage bags. I swear, I used to have some 2.5 gallon size storage bags. I could not find them anywhere yesterday. Checked Walmart, I checked the grocery store. I guess I didn't check like Walgreens or anything like that. Sometimes they have weird stuff. Oh, I'd rather have some bigger ones. I almost just got totally freaking what's the word? Not disgruntled, but didn't feel like doing this anymore and decided to just drive down to Bozeman right away this morning. Right now, this is pretty steep, and I'm doing a 26-minute mile. A lot of that course is going to be a lot like this. So that's darn near 2 miles an hour, or more or less, I should say, I guess. And even a lot of the pros, when you look at a lot of the steep sections, if you've been watching the race forever and looking at trackers and stuff, they'll be doing like a 1.8 miles an hour in certain sections. That's like a 35-minute mile pace. So if they're doing a 35-minute mile pace, what the heck am I gonna do? I wish I would have pooped this morning. Like, I'm not gonna lie, last night for dinner, it was like, me and a friend were like, what are you gonna do for dinner? And for whatever reason, I really wanted Hot Pockets. And I think for two reasons. One, it's a guilty pleasure of mine. Oh, that's a new rock or a new tree. It has fallen. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. Are they really good? Not necessarily. Do they hit the spot sometimes? Absolutely. Are they horrible for you? Yes. But also, me and Hot Pockets have a relationship like Taco Bell does with most people. So I was hoping that might help me out too. Nope. Guess not. Probably will partway through this run. I don't think we're gonna, well, we might go we're probably gonna go all the way to the top, but we're gonna do kind of a weird weird loop. I'm thinking about investigating that one trail where it goes, and so then we would be coming up from the other side probably, depending on where that trail goes. And then I gotta figure out at some point I need to do laundry. So I'll probably do that on Monday morning, bright and early. But we'll see. And then the director of the broadcast for this race hit me up yesterday asking if they could rent both of my Starlinks. I'm like, yeah, no problem. I obviously won't be using them, so someone else might as well. And whatever to make the broadcast better, I fully support that. They'll just have to pay the unpause fee, but I'm gonna wait until later because then it won't be as much, because instead of being like a full month, they only charge part month. So I'll wait until next week to unpause it. So instead of being, you know, $165 or whatever, it'll be like $100 or probably closer to 120. Oh, I got a little bit of, I don't know what do you call it? Not really burps, not really hiccups, but like a combination of the two. You know, it's like a burpy hiccup. I'm glad she's really enjoying that deer leg. It's gonna be horrible for her tummy. Should probably call my mom today too. Just let her know I'm gonna stop by sometime Wednesday afternoon and spend a few hours with her. Go eat dinner with everybody. Or late lunch, whenever it is they decide to do it. And then drop the little butthead off, but then I gotta leave. Which she'll complain. She'll be like, I only get to see you for a few hours? Yes, Mom. You're lucky you're seeing me at all. It's like, I'm dropping her off, so you know I'm going to go do something. It's not like I can just stick around. Every time I do that, and then she's like, oh, I was hoping to see you for a few days. Oh, we almost went the wrong way. That goes back down to that upper parking lot right there. I mean, another trail up here is the most popular one. It also goes down to the upper parking lot as well. So this other trail is the one that most people come up when they come up here. Because for one, you're probably go the way I went versus the normal trail over here. But also, I don't like I thought about with that road being all eroded and everything. I don't like to drive down there in my van. Not because my van is too rough or whatever for my van, but it is definitely like, it makes everything sway back and forth, that's for sure. I really wanted to hit the backcountry back over there. Maybe we will, we'll see. It's still, like, from here I can see a lot of the slopes I'd be on are still quite a bit snowpack. The faces looking this direction are completely dry. I dressed for the actual temperature out here, and now I'm roasting because that freaking sun is warm. I can always take my coat off, but I think I'll get chilly on the backside of this mountain. Yeah. It's a big group. I wonder if they're trail workers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 vehicles. But they're all together in a group. I bet you they are doing some trail work, if I had to guess. Or they're just a big old group of old people just out doing activities together. You never know. It's kind of weird. Oh, where'd my dog go? I don't even hear her. There's a nice little sitting log right there. Notice. Oh, I hear. Oh, she was behind me. What's she doing back there? She was behind me. I'm looking up here ahead of me, like, where the heck did she go? Somehow she was behind me. And it is like super nice out now. It's gotta be probably creeped up to at least the mid 40s now. By the time we get done, it'll probably be in the 50s. Figure out what shoes I want to wear when. Still, I'm definitely starting off with the Calderas, and if they feel good, I'll wear them all the way to at least Prescott, Whiskey Row. At Whiskey Row, I might change into the Moffatties. Either the Moffatties or the normals. Probably the Moffatties. Because my next shoe change would be Sedona. And so I will have to, whatever shoes I'm wearing out of Prescott, I'm going to have to wear up and over Mingus down into Jerome. I could have been running, but I've been enjoying it, just looking around, enjoying the scenery. That's the other thing I told these people that are helping me out. I was like, if I'm like on the struggle bus, like if I'm feeling good, you know, I'll be moving much faster. But if I'm on the struggle bus, then I like to just take my time and just try and enjoy the experience as much as I can. Kind of funny, all the from year to year, how much faster times have gotten. And like, I really notice it in Sedona every year doing camera footage, because like the first year, I was sitting on the top of the mountain coming into Sedona, just sitting there waiting, and they were going to shut the live stream down because it gets dark out, so you can't really do much. And it's, you know, early on, so they're going to shut the live stream down.
for a few hours so everybody can get some sleep. And they were waiting for the first place guy to come in to Sedona. And I told him, like, hey, I'm like out here on the side of the mountain waiting for him to come in about 2 miles out. And they're like, well, we'll stay live. And it took him a lot longer to show up than they were expecting. I want to say it was like, by the time he got there, it was like 11:30, and they were trying to shut the stream down at like 10. So they stayed live for an hour and a half because I was sitting out there waiting for this guy to come in. And then finally around 11:30, the guy showed up. So it wasn't until midnight, really, by the time he got in there and left that aid station before they shut it down. And then the next year, it was like 9 o'clock when the guy got there. And then last year, top 5 people were there by like 7. I never forget Michael Versteeg on his climb out of Sedona up the rim was stopping and taking time to just appreciate the views and the sunset overlooking Sedona. Even when you're in the lead, you still take time to appreciate the views. Or at least he does. Now for me, it looks like I'm going to be there in the morning. So it'll be pretty cool, like the sunrise, but not as good as the sunset. By any means. And it was the same thing with like Prescott. It's like same thing. First year, it was like 10:30 at night before they finally got there. And then the next year, it was like maybe 8 o'clock at night. And then the year after that was like 6 o'clock. Times just keep getting faster. And then last year's winter, he after last year's race flat out said that he thinks he can do it 5 hours faster at least. And he's racing this year. So Rodus Brutus. It'll be interesting because there's a lot of good people racing this year. So there's a lot of good people racing last year too. Last year the field was way more stacked than this year. Not to discount the people that are racing this year, but there was, last year, let's put it this way. This year there's maybe 5 people, any one of them that could win. Last year, there's like 20. And sure, the film that's coming out, I think today. Is it today? No. Is it today? Or is it next week? I don't know. Whenever it is. I think it's today. The film that they did about it last year followed the top 4 favorites for the race that were to win, but out of all of them, only one of them, I think, even podiumed. Because the other people just did better. Well, I think 2 of them dropped out. One was totally just struggle busing the whole time. He had I don't remember what the condition's called, but the swollen tummy issue. He finished, but he finished in like, 20th place or something like that. For one of the previous year winners to finish in that 20th place says a lot. And then I know at least one of them DNF'd. If I think 2 of them DNF'd, I don't remember. Last year's winner wasn't even one of them that they featured in the film. And then the second place they did. Actually, I think third place they did too. I think he was in the film, Arlen Black. There's a part of me that hopes I'm feeling good and can just shock the world and prove my haters wrong, because my abilities, I never perform to the level of my abilities. Sometimes that is completely my fault because I just don't train that hard. Other times it's just bad days, or in the case of one of my races, not knowing that the whole spring energy debacle, where find out that they didn't have, so I had my nutrition plan set, only to find out later that we're gonna go this way for once, see where this goes. It may just dead end up here for all I know. I gotta wait for her. We're gonna go this way. Definitely gets a lot of traffic, so it has to go somewhere. I'm guessing it goes down to Head Lane somehow, but I have no idea. I lost signal. Not even like this data network. I actually lost signal. Still 2 bars of 5G. I should still be able to stream, but where this trail goes, I might find myself a new favorite way to climb this mountain. ways to go. I kind of want to know where that goes. She wants to go this way. That's interesting. Our other trail definitely has to go toward headland. This must connect up here to the other trail somehow. Definitely curious. Definitely curious. I don't know where this would go. I don't know of any other trail junctions. Maybe I just missed one that I go by all the time that I don't even notice. This is a nice trail though. Okay, I think I know where we're at. Okay, let's go this way. And then we can use this to go up. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure I know where we're at. Maybe? I guess we'll find out. I think this is the main trail. And I might be off. I'm pretty sure this is the main trail. I knew that thing existed. Like, you're never not gonna see it. So, I never knew that existed. If this is the main trail, then we can. Ow! Son of a bitch, that hurt. Somehow I kicked the end of a stick, which then bent because the other end was like stuck in the dirt like a javelin, and then it broke and went and like flung and exploded. Where the broken end hit my shin on the other leg. And it tried to impale me. Actually, in doubt I have a freaking sliver or something. Do. I'm not excited for the drive down to Bozeman because I'm not going to put the barricade up. So little Miss Butthead here is going to be freaking tool. This does not look familiar to me, but it could be because this is heading off in a different direction. Because I need to be way over there. Because there is a trail that comes up here and just dead ends. This has a lot of traffic on it. So I wouldn't think it's this one. This is not the main trail one bit. This is a different trail. That's why I've never noticed that other trail. If this will somehow connect, then we have a complete new way of lollipopping this peak, which will be nice. Because the way we usually go is a loop, and there is so many dead things on that lower road we have to go on for the loop that it is stressful to keep this little butthead from chewing on everything. Or it's not even the chewing that gets me, it's the rolling on the dead things and making herself stinky. Where does this go? So confused. It's a nice trail. This section, like that first little section, that old road was kind of crappy, but this is a nice trail in here. It's not on the map at all. There's a lot of the trails out here that aren't on the map. I smell, it smells like deer, mule deer, if I had to guess, somewhere. Way over here? You know what I think? Up on this saddle, on the main trail, I always saw this trail that went off to the right. I'll bet you that's what this is. Because the saddle should be right on the other side of this little rocky point up here. I always thought this trail just went to the rocky point. Nari, where you at? She's above me, but I want her to be able to see me. She's lost in the... I'm right here. Hey, Nari. Nari, behind you. Right here. I'm right here. She was like, this beast like full sending it. Oh, right here, thank you. Oh, she was on the trail. Okay. Oh, this is the main trail. Yeah, so this is a trail. This is the main trail right here, coming up from Head Lane. So this is the trail that I always thought just went over here somewhere random. So that's good to know. because now I have ideas for redoing the race course. Because chances are on that backside where there's no trail now because they destroyed the forest, I'm probably going to have to redo that whole section, which means I need to add on some other sections. But also, if I can use that section, then I'd like to do a 50 actual. Yeah, and then this goes up to the path I want to get to the top. So I'll go to the top up here, and then we easily got a mile of this top. So probably, I'm going to guess and say we're going to be between 6 and 8 miles. So then on the backside we might, or down on the bottom I mean, if we wanted to do a loop and just go all the way around, we could definitely get the miles. We could even leave over to that peak over there and climb it, and then climb up the hard trail to the top up here. It is not really a trail, but it seems people know that they can go it that way. First time we did it was like 4 months ago when probably 5 months ago, when we followed the guy's tracks in the snow, which at that point definitely were not where the actual trail was. And then we went back later to see if there was an actual trail, and it's a very faint trail that does come out at a road down there. Whew. Okay, we're going to the top. I don't like going up this way because it's steep, super rocky and eroded. It's hard to go up this way, but then also it's like, it's my next race. It's very close, similar to race conditions for at least that first 50K. In fact, the rock right here is almost the exact same type of rock even. So, Bradshaws are made of the same rock as, same type of rock as the scratch gravels. Off of here, this is where I thought that I don't think this goes anywhere, to be honest. There's a little bit of a trail right there, and I'm wondering if that's the one that goes up to that. So let's go explore this just to see where it goes. There's a lot of people on it. I did not see any other trail intersections down here, so I don't know where this would go. I always thought this just went straight up to this little rocky rocky knoll right here. That goes down. Where the hell does that go? Well, now I'm curious, but I don't want to go down just to freaking get stuck. There was clearly no other trail intersection, was there? Oh, maybe we'll have to come up here, explore this little part in May. See, that just does not look like there's a trail that goes anywhere. It's just you can see people are going, but there's no like actual trail. My dog is exploring the little rocky. This is where I thought it just went to this, so people could come up here because nice and scenic little spot, that's for sure. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Oh man, this is actually a really cool view. You can't see the Helena Valley from here, but you can see everything else. Best views over here. Looking towards the Continental Divide. You got the ski hill right there. That's Greenhorn Mountain, that's Continental Divide, and then I don't remember what that's called, but Priest Pass is right there. That's the towers, it's Continental Divide, and then McDonald Pass is right there where the highway goes. Really good views of the Continental Divide. Hi, sweet girl. Yes. Okay, the wind is cold. We're gonna get down off here. So let's get to the top. And then we will go back down. I think we're gonna take this other way. I think it actually is a way. We'll explore it. Nari, not that way. Nari. She's heading up, but she's not heading up the way I want to go. There's clearly something off to the right here. You can see how steep this is. So steep. But there's this right here. I want to see where this goes. I'm pretty sure I know where this goes. You coming? Because if this goes where I think it goes, this is where my race course is going to go. Before I forget, tonight, I need to import this route into my Caltopo. Whew. I said, 90% of the trails out here, including this, do not exist on All Trails, Onyx, Caltopo, anything. Like pretty much the only trails that exist are the roads, the old forest roads out here. And there's a few single tracks, but not a whole lot that exist. Cool views. Whew, this is steep. head frame there. I'm pretty sure this is... No, we can't be at that point yet. So this is the trail intersection where I thought that trail came out of, but no. This has got some more climbing to do before we get to that point. Okay, here's our trail intersection. Okay, so that is that trail. That is good to know. I think she got worried that because she saw that trail intersection. I think she got worried that she went the wrong way there. That's why all of a sudden she came sprinting back. And then she saw me and was like, oh, you're right there. You're coming this way. In her brain, I think a lot of times she thinks that she's choosing our route. And that's why when I yell at her sometimes, because she's going the wrong way, trying to get her attention, she just keeps going. Because she's like, no, I'm choosing where we're going. Whoa, what the heck? I'm trying to pull my freaking cord out from the battery, and the whole battery came out. What the heck are you? Must have been caught around the end of the battery. I looped around it or something. Okay, we're at the top. Cool. Cool beans. That was quite a bit of feet. Oh, look at the butterfly. It's moving too fast. I don't think she needs water. Let's check and see if she needs water. She probably does. That was a close one. almost just fell straight on my ass on some really hard, sharp-edged rocks. That would not have been good. Probably would have broke my coccyx. There's actually two ways that you can actually come up from this other side. There's one a little bit down on the end of... Are you having tummy issues from yesterday? She ate a freaking jawbone last night. That is definitely what's in there. No, we're going this way. Yeah. She's like, oh, we're going over to this other peak. No, we're not. We're gonna go this way. Yeah. I was just looking at your poop. She was definitely having tummy issues this morning from it. See, now I'm going back and forth because this part of the trail is super cool. But now I'm like, should they go up the other way? I think actually if I was to do this, they'd go down the other way. This way is definitely more runnable up because that other is just so steep. And you can run anything down as long as you keep careful footing. That big group of people at some point, unless they're doing like trail maintenance and they're down like towards the bottom somehow, then you know, doing trail stuff, then I might not. But like these trails are in really good shape, so I don't know why they'd have to do anything up here. Did you step on something? Well, we're almost over to where the intersection where we left the trail to go explore. So we're almost back to that. It would be just right down there. The wind, there was no wind when we first started. Okay, should be right up here where we left the trail. Yep, right here. Explore. Yeah, it does look like it's a trail, but I think it just goes to the top of this peak. It ain't much of a peak. She's looking at me like, well, let's just go see. You're doing good, sweet girl. Yeah, you're doing so good. You're doing so good. Yeah. I need to go searching for some bags again. Today, if I have time as well, where to go. If there's a place to go, then I can look. I probably could hit, it'd be expensive, but some sort of like canoeing bag or something at the Roundhouse or Chalet Sports or something down in Lisbon. Yeah, it would be really expensive. I just had like a cheap duffel bag from somewhere. Things like a chip off boards or any of those places too. Or even like Sportsman's Warehouse. See what they got. I have 3 bags that I could use currently, so I really only need maybe like, well, I need 4 more, I guess. Actually, I need 5 more. Because none of them are that big. If I have to camp out, I need one big enough that I can actually, I might be able to shove everything in my tent bag as far as sleeping stuff. No, that wouldn't work. Need something big enough for my sleeping bag, my tent. Mat, like my sleeping mat and that fold up really small. My tent's not too small, or too big, I mean. It's really small, my sleeping bag, but you put them all together and it's like, adds up. Hoping. I know, well, I'd want to camp or grab my little camping stove too to make at least some freaking, if anything, instant coffee in the morning. But it'd be nice to get some of them like brew bags. Okay, so let's go straight, and then we'll cut across to the left up here, and then come back. Even though this is actually not going to be any longer, it's just going to be a different way. Oh well. Because if we went this way, we would be going that way further and then down here, because we need to go over to there to go down. Here we're just going this way, cutting over. It's actually probably gonna be shorter, because we will have to come back this way a little ways, but I think not as much as we're gonna lose by not going that way. It's okay. We're just out exploring, having fun. I really want to see what time it is, but I don't. Oh gosh dang. It is later than I was hoping to be in Bozeman by now. Felt bad last totally, I don't even know how I got over here. Sometimes I can string together my thoughts. I don't even know how I got to this thought now, but I was thinking about a couple weekends ago. When I was doing videography for Lake Sonoma, and one of the other videographers had to walk in a little ways for his spot, but he had like a wheeled cart to carry all his stuff in, and I guess he was talking about how horrible it was, and I'm like him having to go in anything, even if you had to carry the gear in, which, yeah, it would suck, but that's what he would have had to have done if he didn't have a cart. And, but I was like, I should have my sunglasses on. I'm like, you're squinting. But I'm like, you run ultras. Like, at least I thought he did. Like, you should be in pretty good shape. And then I put it in context. Like, I wasn't going to say anything to him, but it's like, dude, I just ran in to my spot, which was 2 miles in there, going and dropping. It was about 1,100 feet drop down, with, I want to say, like 200 feet of climbing, 200 or 300 feet of climbing as well, dropping down into there, and then carrying all of that gear on my back. And I ran down into it, and then even coming back out, I ran at least half of it out, and so now I had, like, you know, only like 200-300 feet of descent with 1,100 feet of climbing. I mean, it was a good training for me for Cocodona, that's for sure, for that first 50K. But I'm like, try doing what I did. Where is my trail that goes over? Because the trailhead goes all the way down. We're not doing that. It looks like a little trail right there. I don't think that's an actual trail. We got to drop down over here somewhere. So maybe it's up here a little ways further. Hello. This seems like good weather. Yeah, it's not too bad here. It feels colder than it is because of the wind. I mean, you can see the mountains here are just caked in snow, but down here at, I don't know, what am I at, like about 5,000 feet elevation, a little less than that. It's all the snow is melted down this low. I think the snow level right now is probably about 7,000 feet. Looking around at the mountains, I would say it's probably about 7,000 feet. It's about probably 52 degrees right now. But the wind, the little breeze feels a lot cooler. But the sun just is really warm. I love this time of year here because that last bird, I don't know if you could hear it, it's called a western meadowlark. my favorite birds this time of year. Their song always welcomes the spring. I always associate with springtime. And where I grew up in just this awful, like there is no nothing around, no trees, no mountains. Like there were some hills and some cool areas to explore around there, but I mean it just sat out in the middle of nowhere. And the only birds you heard out there was the western meadowlarks, because they would sit on top of the power poles or the fence post. Oh, here's our trail. Okay, yeah, that's where we want to go. Good job, sweet girl. I'm glad you found it. I was getting worried because I'm like, where the heck is the trail at? I know it's down here. Pretty cool little wind, yeah. It gusts a little bit every now and then, but I mean, it's probably maybe 5 mile an hour wind. Maybe it gusts up to maybe 10 at the most, but depending on where we're at out here, we're protected sometimes. Like right now, we're kind of sitting down below the height up here. I can see the grass moving, but it's not really hitting us too much. A little over away from the start of the taper. Yep, I'm in my taper officially too. Started my taper. Yeah, not necessarily. Mine is a 250 mile race, so. But it's kind of like I explained. What was that last week? Am I really tapering? Not really, because my taper, I haven't really trained hard enough, you know, had like a high peak on my training to really taper. So it's just like, pretty much it's just maintaining, not really tapering. Extra rest is nice on the knees. Yeah, I can definitely see that. All right, come on, don't eat that. That's dangerous, gross. So we're here trying to eat coyote poop. That is not good eats. The data network, my actual signal, was blocking me. Ooh, pretty flowers. Be 50%. Oh, you can handle it. Social anxiety for being around all the other people. Well, I don't have social anxiety. I'm just an introvert and I hate being around people. I'm very much like that meme with that little kid and his mom, where they just get out their door, you know, at their front door to go for a walk or whatever, and the little kid stops and goes, "Uh-oh." And Mom's like, "What?" He goes, "People." I'm like, "Yep, I feel you, buddy. I feel you." Use that Prime sub. Oh, nice. I don't know why my alert didn't pop up. Not as bad as it used to be. Hi, sweet girl. Crowds make you nervous. Get over it. Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it's weird for me, like, as an introvert, when it comes to people. I think it's more like I don't like just interacting with people IRL, but I love, like, you know, going to like music festivals and stuff where you're in a crowd with like 40,000 people watching a band, because then I'm just one of the thousands of people. I'm not like an individual, you know. And so I can be like in big crowds and it's no big deal for me. But if I have to interact, then stuff like 4 people, yeah. Well, like me, I'm so introverted that if I get around a group of like 4 people or more, then I just kind of hang out in the shadows and let them do all the talking and the interacting, unless they, you know, try and converse with me. I have no problem conversing with people, but if it's like one-on-one interactions like that, then I am like just totally drained afterwards. My social battery's drained. Yeah. Oh man, which is weird because I love interacting with. That's one thing I love about live streams so much, is but it's not like, you know, face to face. Although, don't get me wrong, Jerry's quicker. Don't get me wrong, you know, even though you guys are, chat is just a bunch of words. I have a picture for everybody in my brain, what everybody looks like. So it's almost like I'm talking to you face to face. I'm guessing 99% of everybody does not look at all how I picture them, but in my brain, I picture them a certain way. Whew. Well, we're almost to the top of this. Actually, surprised I don't have my full signal back yet. Wow, there's a lot of grasshoppers out this early already for this early. What's up with that? Like, there might be grasshoppers out this early, but usually they're super tiny, like little baby grasshoppers. These things are like full blown, grown, flying around. Which is unusual because We usually will get like a first hatch of grasshoppers, but then it freezes and they all die off. Well, your dog just has the right interaction. We're sitting up, but not too much. Dogs are good enough for the evening. Grasshoppers make you nervous. Oh, bugs in general. Only certain bugs make me nervous. But I will say that I don't like it when the grasshoppers, you're running down a trail, especially here in Montana, you're running down a trail, you know, later in the summer, so that, you know, it's at the height of all the grasshoppers and they're just flying up and some of them are hitting you in the face. I don't like that at all, but it doesn't like freaking out. Okay, we're going to the right. We already went that way, you fool. It's like, oh, we're going up this way? No, we've already been that way. Oh, man. Well, by the time I get back from my race, the wildflowers should be popping back here in Montana. And I do plan on staying in Montana for at least a couple weeks after my race. Then I gotta head back east. You don't have to worry about it, yeah. Yeah, out here with, I mean, it's nothing, but like, if I'm running along the city streets in Helena, yeah, there's not a whole lot of bugs or anything, grasshoppers or anything like that. Oh, look, the flowers are starting to come out popping. The blue ones, or violet, or whatever color you want to call it, they're out starting to pop. I saw some like really like almost magenta-y reddish ones earlier that were popping as well. But pretty soon, especially in the mountains that direction, the yellow, almost daisy looking flowers will be going, the Indian paintbrushes will be popping, plus like the bluebells. These flowers are everywhere. Now it's just this, I don't know what they call them. It's almost like a baby's breath looking thing. Go near their nest. That makes me think of when I was running in DC or along the Mount Vernon Trail, which goes along the Potomac. Like, you get over there at Gravelly Park, which is the park where people watch the airplanes take off at Reagan, because the flight path is directly over the park, so they watch them take off and land. But that whole park is always, like, you're talking, you know, hundreds and hundreds of geese. And so depending on the time of day, you know, they're hanging out on the trail and you're like trying to run through them and they're kissing at you. Plus you're trying to dodge all the geese poop so you don't slip and fall. Take my sunglasses off so I can see. We're back in the shadows. My geese are ready to die too, yeah. get caught. Yeah. Where's my dog doing? There she is. I think she thought I went back the other direction on the trail because she didn't notice me going by her. Did not notice. Hello. Good. Okay, all right, come on. Up. Yeah. Come on. Everything's funny, which I have no idea if my stream is still going or not in this section, because it always pops up the thing saying it's unstable and whatever, so I just never know. But we just came through this section on the way up, 0 issues, and now that I'm going down it, now it's like struggling. It shouldn't matter which direction I'm going. There we go. Looks like it's fully back now. Oh. Okay, now I can put my sunglasses back on. There's a lot more cars parked in the parking lot now. You have to clean these things, yeah. Lots of rice, fish, oats, veggies. Yeah, that's all you should do. Like, when you're tapering, you shouldn't change a lot of, how your diet is. Now, depending on, of course, if you're coming off of like running 150 miles a week, you don't want to continue eating like you're running 150 miles a week. But you also don't want to starve yourself by any means either. But if you're just like, for most of us normal people, you just eat the same no matter what. You're good. And if you're, eating sensibly, you're building up your glycogen reserves and all that. We could go this way. This goes somewhere. I don't know where though. I don't know where it goes. It has to come out somewhere. I saw somebody go this way. Whole pizza, yeah. Well, I could eat a whole pizza at any time. I love pizza. I watched some lady go this way, so it has to go back to the parking lot, I would imagine, right? Looks like it goes over to this person's house that they're building. That's not good. Why does this guy have his own pathway into the park here? Oh, there is a sign here that says trail. Okay. It So this must have been like an old road going to this guy's house that they're building. Brand new. Some rich butthead. I don't know if he's a butthead, but he or she. Some rich entitled person buying this really expensive plot of land right next to public land with his own private access to it looks like. So there's a trail that goes this way. That's the first sign I've actually seen that says trail. Around 60 to 7, or 60 to 70, I mean. When I start training for the Indy Full Marathon in November. Yeah, 60 to 70 is good. Like that's a lot for most people. Like my beginner athletes that I coach, like for a full marathon, like they're lucky, especially if it's a beginning marathon, depending on what time, you know, how fast they're trying to run it in, and you know, their experience level, all that kind of stuff. But like 70 miles would be like the tops. I would never go past that with someone. Now, if their running age is a lot higher, so they're more, you know, they've done, you know, a lot more experience and everything, then yeah, you can push further. But even the pros, a lot of pros don't even go more than 80, 90 miles. Where does this trail go? Now I'm confused. It must circle back towards the parking lot. Just keeps going this way, which now makes me wonder, like, where's the driveway for this guy? Like, where is he driving to get into this thing? I know there's a road that goes next to the railroad tracks to get to this house over here, and I think there's even one further, so it must connect to that, but I don't see it. Max you can go is 80, yeah, peak week, yep. The most I've ever done was like 120, and that was training for UTMB. So 100+ mile race with, you know, 40, actually it doesn't have 40. No, I think it's close to 40,000 feet of vert. It's like 39,000. But that's like during that kind of training. See, now we're going up that way. What the heck? Okay, I am confused. There's a new, but that was like 30 hours a week I was training in order to put that much mileage in with all the vert I was getting. Okay, now are we going down? No, we're still not going down. Still have no idea where that guy's driveway is going. That's just weird. It is a weird setup for that guy's house. But he's rich. Oh, my dog found a scapula. That'll keep her busy. Scapula from a deer. Like the fact that he was even able to buy that plot of land right here It completely sits right in the middle of public land, BLM, Bureau of Land Management. So it's just weird. I think this trail goes to this road, and then we have to take the road back. It does look like we're getting close to the road. I mean, we have to, because we're gonna run into this guy's house. Harvard is like the long runs, yeah. Yeah, he probably does have the hookup. I mean, this is the state capital, so there's a lot of politicians here and a lot of money influence. Chances are he does have the hookup. It's like that plot I always talk about that somebody bought of City Park, like a huge portion of City Park. They had to shut down trails and rerun the trails, like change where they were at. Okay, now we go down and around. Okay, the road is right there. This is weird. He must have a easement with this guy's house over here to get there. But it's like, you know, there's no reason why he even needed any of the city land. If you look at where his house is, he did not need all that land of the city. And it's like, yeah, you had connections, guaranteed. You were probably the brother or sister of one of the city councilmen. And it was like, oh, we're gonna sell off this part of the city park. This is actually kind of a cool little house. It's not too big, just kind of sits there. Like, it's kind of a pain in the ass to get to because you have to drive all the way down there and then come back on this road. Just like whatever, there's a couple houses further down on the road too. I know there's at least one more, probably more than that, but because this is the only way in. But it's like, must be nice. Hate when people do that, yeah. Well, it's like, I guarantee in order to sell off, like at least that city plot, they had to you know, put a notice to the public somewhere of, you know, public land sale. And in order to meet the requirement, it was probably, you know, back on like some tiny little print on page 12 of the newspaper that nobody ever reads, because most people read it online. Well, nobody's gonna, it's not like you have pages online, you know, people that are reading the newspaper online are just looking at the headlines and reading articles, you know. So nobody probably saw the notice, or else there would have been public outcry on it. And but they met their requirement. Hey, we had a notice to the public. Just like oh geez, probably 4 years ago, on the other side of the city, on the west end, that's all city park over there too, and they sold a huge chunk of that off to a housing developer so that they could build houses, because, you know, housing shortage, housing is important. Well, this huge freaking, like, you're probably talking 200 acres that they sold off, I bet you. And out of all of that, they only built like 5 houses. But they're like, you know, $5 million houses. So it's like, it wasn't even a housing development. It was like, you know, 5, you know, 20 acre freaking parcels with these $1 million houses on it that no normal person would be able to afford. And then to make it even worse, so they, after it was all said and done, they sold a portion of it back to the city. And I guarantee it was because there was something wrong with it to where they couldn't get the permits. It's the only thing that makes sense, you know, to develop those parts of it, like either to drill wells or be able to get the city in or whatever it is. Who knows? But we could just take that road all the way back. But we'll go this way. But also, I guarantee they probably, oh, here's a trail right here. Let's take this one. All right, let's take this one. All right, let's take this one. She's like, oh, sorry. We'll go this one. Good job, sweet girl. Thank you. So I wouldn't doubt they probably sold, you know, I don't know how much they sold back. It wasn't much though, like maybe 20 acres back to the city. But now it's like 5 years later, so the price of land has gone up. I bet you they sold that 20 acres back to the city for the same price that the city sold the 200 acres to them, you know, type of thing. But they had a big article in the paper about it, like this big PR thing of, oh, look at this housing development. Look at the good thing they're doing. They're selling this land to the city to be included in our city park. And it's like, do you think the public forgets that you sold that originally to the developer? Like, it's not a PR. You know, it's not a positive thing. A positive PR, I guess I should say. But it's like, oh, they won't remember. Or the fact that you get so many new people that move into this area, they don't know. So for them, they're like, oh, this is awesome. That is ridiculous. Where did this trail go? The parking lot's right there. I can see my van. But I don't remember a trail. When we went down the trail, I don't remember a trail going this way. So confused. There's my van right there. Local good old boy politics, yeah. Well, it's like I always talk about this area is, well, not this area, but a lot of Helena is influenced by old white money, generational wealth. These people that made it big, families that made all these millions of dollars back in the late 1800s from mining. And then, you know, just pass that generational wealth down to their kids and their kids and their kids. And, you know, we're talking, these people were worth, you know, millions of dollars back in the early 1900s, which is worth, you know, hundreds of millions, if not billions of money now. But they have all the influence. It's like, it wasn't even up until maybe 5 years ago that they started allowing, you know, chain restaurants, I guess you could say, into Helena. It's like, I can't remember which was the first one they let in. It was probably like Applebee's or something was the first one they let in. Other than that, they had, you know, you had like McDonald's and like Burger King and Subway, stuff like that, but actual like restaurants, they didn't let them in. They would not approve it because they controlled it, and they, in their mind, it was, we want the mom and pop places to do good. So we don't want to bring in these chain restaurants because it'll destroy the mom and pop places. And it's like, if the mom and pop places are good, they're just gonna survive. They're gonna outdo the other, the other restaurants. But you also have to let people have, options. It's like we have a Panera Bread in town now. And it's always funny because it's like such a big deal now when these places come in, because for many years they weren't allowed to come in. So it's like, public's like, holy cow, we're getting a Panera, and everywhere else you're like, what's the big deal? It's just a Panera. Like I think they're supposed to get a Chick-fil-A here at some point, and it's like the talk of the town, we're getting a Chick-fil-A. It's like, this is a town of 40,000 people. Like, it's not small, it's not big, but it's not like small. But our chains to shame. Yeah, well, it's the same thing here. Yeah, they're not fast, that's true. My favorite is the what you would call Mexican restaurants here in town. Change camera views, there we go, because we're back. The Mexican restaurants are not Mexican food at all. They're like Americanized Southwestern food. But every single one of them in town up until a few years ago were in a casino because the restaurants even then couldn't even come, because it's not good food, so they had to be part of a casino in order to even make it. And then now we have like this taqueria in town, which has been around for about 5-6 years, and they're killing it. It's always a long line. It's just a little taco shack, but the guy is like from, oh, here comes the department of the BLM people right now. Nari, come here. Nari, get over here. Get up. Look up. Thank you. I don't want to get in trouble by the BLM people. Right there. But I mean, his family, they immigrated from Mexico. Like, they're a staple to the whole community now, and they've had the issue, some that probably is like a trail crew. I bet you he's going up there to monitor the trail crew people. But like, they had like medical issues with one of their daughters, and the whole community got together because they're such a staple now. Their taco place. I mean, it's like always a line, and you can always tell something's good when there's a line out the door, and it is authentic, like authentic. It's not Americanized. He does not like do anything to make it more Americanized so people will be like, oh, this is good food. But it's like it seems like every year or so, one of those casino Mexican places ends up shutting down because it can't make it now, because now they know what real Mexican food is. Because the stuff in the casinos is just flavorless garbage. Which is funny because they'll also like try and, they'll give you huge portion sizes in those places to try and, because they know that their food isn't good, so it'll just give you more of it.
You have a small Vietnam-inspired eatery that always has an hour. Yeah, food's worth it. Yeah. Well, and these aren't even like true casinos. These are like the you know, the ones that are attached to gas stations that have a few like slot machines in them, and that's about it. Oh, okay. Well, that's gonna be it because I need to go and get our asses down to Bozeman and get my stuff. So I'm gonna end it. I'll probably see you guys tomorrow morning. Will not see you on Saturday. Might see you on Sunday. Might see you on Monday. Might see you on Tuesday. But then after that, who knows? So, but maybe I'll see you tonight. Who knows? But that's gonna be it. Thanks everybody for joining me today. I'll see you guys next time. Bye everyone. Love y'all.